Hello Soul Family, welcome to Alchemy Mystic Healing Messages. In this reading, we will be looking into karmic dynamics that you may be dealing with or involved in at this time. The objective of this reading is to help you navigate out of these karmic situations and towards circumstances that are aligned with your higher self. This is a collective message, so it will not be for any specific zodiac sign. This is also a timeless reading, so whenever this message finds you is when you are meant to receive it. Please utilize your discernment and only take the messages that resonate with you. If you are in need of any additional assistance or support on your spiritual healing and or self-improvement journeys, I am also available for distant Reiki Therapy services. If you would like to learn more about Reiki Therapy, how it may benefit you, and details on the services I provide, all of that information can be found on the channel's community tab. If you stick around to the end of the message, I will let you know how you can save 30% on my Renew, Restore, Revitalize 40-minute distant Reiki Therapy session. Alright you guys, let's see what kind of healing messages the universe has for you today. So for the karmic message, we have fearing change is not a reason to keep the relationship going. Alright, and this is kind of confirms with this Queen of Pentacles energy, which is Capricorn energy. Alright, let me give this a few more shuffles and then I'm just going to pull from the top. Let's see what the universe has for us today. Alright. We have the Four of Cups, definitely supporting this karmic message. Cancer energy. We have the Five of Cups, Scorpio energy. The Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. The Sun, Leo. The King of Wands, also Leo. And the Four of Swords, Libra energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. I felt the need to look, so figured I would go ahead and share. Alright, so the Queen of Pentacles is usually very grounded, potentially grounded to the point where she is almost rooted, right? Rooted can be a good thing. It could also be a reflection of, I don't want to say not being able to move, but finding it very hard to move, shift, or change. What I'm thinking of in this instance is the Four of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. The Four of Pentacles is Sun in Capricorn. The Four of Pentacles is a very stable situation. However, that Four of Pentacles situation isn't the most flexible. It isn't the most mutable. It isn't the most adaptable. It has been built on a very specific situation under a very specific circumstance. A circumstance that worked at the time that it was built. And so in it working under those circumstances, there may be fear rooted in, well, if the circumstance changes, or if I initiate change in this circumstance, then will the stability still be there? Will the security still be there? Even if the security is rooted in what I'm getting here, insecurity, will the security still be there, right? A lot of people stay in relationships not because they're good relationships, but because they doubt the ability for anything better to come around, or for them to find it, or, you know, they fear how long it's going to take. This Four of Cups is letting me know that the Queen of Pentacles is missing out on real love. And that real love that she's missing out on, he or she, my apologies, that they are missing out on is rooted in a lack of self-love. That cup that comes from the divine is telling you to nurture you first, to nurture or tap into that Queen of Cups energy, to not look at your pentacle and study your pentacle and whether or not there will be shifts and changes in your financial situation, right? Because money can always be recouped. When we put the energy in, we can always get the money or the energy back out, right? And if you've built it once and you know how you built it, you can build it twice. After the Four of Pentacles is the last pentacle in the minor arcana for Capricorn outside of the Queen of Pentacles. The next one after that is the Five of Pentacles, which is about change, right? But that change is a challenge. It is a challenge with the intention of getting you to grow so that you can get into the Six of Pentacles, which is about an equal give and take. Where the Queen of Pentacles is at this moment, there is no equal give and take. The relationships that she's assessing haven't been fulfilling for her. But I feel like it's because, once again, she's focused on that pentacle and not focused on that cup, or not focused on finding the balance between the pentacles and the cups. So there's a need to relinquish, I want to say, control over the situation, doubts, fears, with that coming out in the karmic message, right? In order to get to a place where he or she might be open to the possibilities of what the universe, God, the Most High, is trying to bless them with, the happiness and the joy that they are deserving of. But they must first, whomever I'm speaking to within this soul tribe, wherever you may fit into this message, they must first feel deserving of it, right? And not deserving, but know that it is sitting there waiting for them. And that when they take steps in that direction, that it will pan out for their highest good. And whatever they go through in between will just be about learning and growing. It's a part of change. It's about adaptability, right? It's going to allow them to be more expansive. On the other side, we have the Five of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. They have come to this realization a long time ago. I don't know why I got a long time ago. Nonetheless, it came out, so I guess it resonates, right? That the situation wasn't serving them. The Four of Cups is more about assessing something that you are already a part of and maybe growing apathetic because you lack faith that you have the ability to actually call in what you desire, the partnership that you desire, with this Queen of Pentacles being here. This speaks to a relationship directly in the karmic message. I feel like the Five of Cups is more about you actually leaving the situation. But even as you leave it, it is still your focus. Right? The King of Wands is a single energy, separate from the Queen of Wands, who is a committed energy. I don't know if this is about the energy that you need to step into. I usually see the Knight of Swords as breaking free of something oppressive. In this particular situation, I'm getting that there's a lot of arguing and fighting. Because I'm seeing red come out of the cups, things may even get violent. Sometimes, and please only take this if it resonates. I am not wanting to speak anything over anyone that isn't of the highest vibration and does not resonate. But if this is for you, then I need you to take heed to the message. I'm getting a very violent energy. Maybe more verbally abusive is what I'm getting with this Knight of Swords. This King of Wands may be the Queen of Pentacles counterpart. But they are not committed to the situation. They are not committed to the situation, and they are verbally abusive. They tear the Queen of Pentacles down in order to keep them stuck, in order to make them lower their self-esteem. The objective of the verbal abuse is to lower the self-esteem of the Queen of Pentacles, and they pacify them with monetary things. Look, we have a nice house, we have stability, you have everything that you need, we eat good, you sleep good, right? And it's not extravagant, because the Queen of Pentacles, once again, is 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles energy. It's not, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. It's not 6 of Pentacles. So it's relatively humble, but it is stable. And this is what's being leveraged, but someone is being emotionally or verbally abused. And what I gave the disclaimer about was not that. Sometimes this 4 of Swords energy gives me someone, let's say it gives me wake energy. And because it gives me wake energy, I feel like, and I'm going to try to tread lightly, there's a possibility that this could become physically violent if it hasn't already gotten there. And I'm especially getting that because this is the King of Wands. More than likely, because of the energies that are over here, this King of Wands should be in reverse. Very controlling, maybe even jealous, or projects a kind of jealous energy, possessive. They are not necessarily, they might have insecurities. There we go. This energy over here is dealing with a lot of insecurities. Because they are dealing with insecurities, they are not committed to the dynamic, because they are not willing to be vulnerable enough to commit to the dynamic. So what they do is they have other parties involved in this situation. These 3 cups that the Queen of Pentacles, I believe, is looking at may not be past relationships. It may be the King of Wands' other relationships, if that makes any sense. And the way that the King of Wands keeps the Queen of Pentacles in this dynamic is by, 1, creating such a minimal level of stability, but nonetheless something stable enough for her or him to feel comfortable enough to be afraid of leaving the situation for the feeling or the fear of that stability crumbling. But also they tear them down so that they don't have the confidence to move forward, right? She has the pentacle. She built it. She is the 4 of Pentacles energy. King of Wands, he could fight a war, but he don't have no pentacles. She is what keeps the situation alive. She has the sun energy on her side. The sun energy is what is needed for things to grow. Those sunflowers grew because the sun was shining. It is her joy, her vibrance that makes things grow, that attracts things in. She's in a lush garden over here. He is on a concrete slab. And so I feel like the situation is escalating, especially if the Queen of Pentacles is by any chance expressing any level of dissatisfaction or showing any level of resistance. But the Queen of Pentacles may be in an emotional state where she is emotionally numb because of what has transpired in this situation. With this 4 of Swords, I'm also seeing that there is a need, and I got this with the last message, there's a need to tap deep into your faith at this time. There's a need to meditate. There's a need to go inward, right? When the realities outside of us aren't resonating with us, and they are simulating something that isn't a reflection of our highest vibration, of our highest selves, we have to find the sun within. We have to find the brightness within. We have to reflect upon the times in our lives where we felt good, so that we can, it's almost like a pathway back to a great time, if that makes any sense, right? So let me try to break this down. If in the past 10, 20, 30, 40 years, I've been living in a state of misery and unhappiness, and if I can recall events in my mind when I was happy, then I can reignite that feeling within me, right? Because what the King of Wands is trying to do is to, I don't know why I got beat, but beat that feeling out of you, whether verbally, physically, emotionally, whatever it is. They're trying to get you to detach from that feeling, from that thought, from that memory, because it gives them in that moment complete control over you, because they are dependent upon your ability to keep things stable, but they want you to believe that it's them that brings the stability. And so it's necessary to tap into maybe even a younger version of yourself, to recall and think, what was I like before this relationship? How fearless was I? What was I able to build? What was I able to create? What was I able to achieve? And why can't I do it again? If I did it then, and I am older and wiser and have more experiences, why can't I do it again now? There are more resources available. There's the internet, right? There's YouTube where you can look up videos. There's working from home situations, right? There's all kinds of things that are available now. Why can't I do it now if I could do it then when I had nothing but $1 in a dream is what I'm getting? You have to recall how resourceful you used to be and tap back into that energy. All right, you guys, this is what I have for you today. If this is what you are going through, I am praying for you. You have the capacity to get out, undoubtedly, and safely, and not only rebuild, but be 100 times better is what I'm getting. To have a life that is 360 beautiful and fulfilling and wonderful, not just with your stability, but with abundance and joy and emotional fulfillment. You have the capacity to get it done. All right. If you resonate with this message, were able to obtain any clarity, or found it to be helpful in any other manner, please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to share your story in the comment section. These expressions of gratitude are not only free for you, but they also allow me to develop a deeper connection to your energy. With this deeper connection, I am able to pull messages that are more aligned with your specific situation. I want to thank you guys for being here, and as promised, I have a quick message letting you know how you can save 30% on my Renew, Restore, Revitalize 40-minute distant Reiki therapy session. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste. If you look in the description box below, the very last link is labeled 30% discount link. When you select it, it will take you to the Alchemy Mystic shop where you can purchase my distant Reiki therapy services. The Renew, Restore, Revitalize 40-minute session will assist you with grounding and protecting your energy. More specifically, it will help to clear energetic residue associated with past traumatic experiences, allowing you to feel less triggered and positioning you to move forward in a more calm, balanced, and empowered state. This service is performed remotely at the date and time that you schedule your appointment. The service can be performed while you are conducting your everyday activities, with the exception of operating a vehicle or any heavy machinery. I look forward to serving you soon.